Hi, Graham. Could I start with any injury news, please, if there is any?
It's just the long-term ones that are unavailable. Apart from that, everybody's available, fit. Aaron Connolly's had a good week's training, so he's available for the squad. Percy Tau has come out of is out of quarantine, but hasn't had too much training, so he's we'll see how he is. But no, nothing new from the game previously.
Massive story, Graham, last night and into this morning as well about the top six entering the ESL, the European Super League. Ralph Hausenhüttl this morning said to me that he didn't sleep properly last night because he was pondering the future of what the future holds for clubs like his. What are your thoughts as this story unfolds?
To be honest, I haven't read into it too much. Of course, the headlines are there. They're disturbing, and they're things for us to consider. I've been just preparing for the game against Chelsea. I'm pretty sure the chairman at our club and Paul Barber will speak in terms of the club's position, and that's pretty much where I'm at the moment.
What about looking at the bigger picture, though? I mean, Ralph also said this morning that the top six is now at war with the rest of the Premier League. Has it got that bad? Do you think it will get that bad?
Again, maybe Ralph has read a bit more than me or seen a bit more than me. Is a different where I've been at. Like I said, I've been trying to focus on the game against Chelsea, so I don't want to comment on something that I haven't seen too much of. I think it's best for Paul Barber and our chairman to speak in terms of where they are at, where we're at as a club.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll move on then. In that case, you're still 8 points off last season's total of 41, Graham. You've got 7 games left to try and surpass that number. Is that how you'll judge your progress season on season?
Well, I think you have to judge it on more than that, but clearly that's also important. We're not necessarily thinking about that at the moment, though, to be honest, because we need to get points. We have to get points as quickly as we can. And we have a tough game tomorrow that we've been focusing on a lot and had a lot of energy on. So, focus on the next game, try and win, and then at the end of the season we'll make an assessment and we can analyse how much or if we've improved.
You've had some encouraging results in the last 2 seasons since you've been there against the top 6 sides. Can Chelsea be another one? It's not a side that this club has a particularly good record against over the years.
No, but that's, historically, you see where our club's been at. That's no surprise to a certain extent because just of where we've been. It's always very difficult to play against the top teams, and clearly Chelsea they're a top team, no doubt. I mean, a fantastic moment. Just got to the last 4 of the Champions League and into the final of the FA Cup, and good moment in the league. So it's a really, really tough game for us. But that's the challenge. That's what we're looking forward to. Just
finally, for me, just your reaction about a bit of news that kind of went under the radar this morning. That was Jose Mourinho's sacking from Tottenham. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's always sad when somebody loses their job. I think always, and he's regardless of anything. Jose Mourinho has my utmost respect. He's been a top manager. He'll go down as one of the greats. And as I always say, that the clubs have got a right and they have the responsibility to make the decision that's best for them. I can't comment on that, but it's always not nice when somebody loses their job.
Hi there, Graham.
Hi, Johnny.
I know it's very difficult to speak about the European Super League in terms of the structural and organisational challenges ahead, potentially. But does the idea of certain clubs not being subjected to relegation go against the fundamental basics of the game for you?
I would have to say yes, of course, because sport is about the consequences of failure and the possibility of success. And I can speak on, I suppose, on the both things in terms of, we're experiencing the concerns of relegation now, and at the same time, when I was at Leicester, you always had the dream of Champions League and somehow getting that type of moment against one of the big ones. So generally, yes, I would have to agree.
You mentioned Percy Tau. He's been named in the Olympic squad for South Africa. That might obviously impinge on whether he's available to you. Would you be happy for him to go to that competition if he's named in the final squad?
Well, I think something we'll speak with Percy, but like anything, if a player's selected for his country, then we're happy for that, and we should support that. And it's a big moment for him and his career and his family. So I would say yes, and I'd be happy for him. And then it's just about what he wants to do as well.
Another one of your players, Pascal Gross, approaching 120 Premier League games for the club. Could you just try and tell us what you believe is what he's brought to the club, what he's brought to the Premier League, and I suppose the lessons that some aspiring players can take from what he's achieved so far?
Well, I think he's been a fantastic signing for the club. From what he's done since he's been here, he's had goals. He's had quality in terms of assists and key passes. He does a lot of work for the team. Really, really good professional, fantastic guy, good person around the place, around the club, and he's been a really important part of this club's journey in the Premier League, I would say. He's tactically, in terms of his understanding of the game, really, really good, and he's been an important player for me. Certainly for the period of change we've been through, we've tried to use some younger players, so to have somebody like Pascal around to just provide a role model of how to act every day, I think it's been really important for us.
And just finally, one on Chelsea. How different are they to the side that you took on earlier in the season? I know they've got a new manager clearly, but do you see them as a very different proposition now to then?
Well, I think that I would say so. Yes, in terms of we played them in the first game of the season, so they're probably in a different moment then in terms of rhythm and form, because it was a short pre-season, etc., etc. Now they've had a lot of the games. A new coach has come in, and you can see his ideas very, very clearly. They've been in a fantastic run of results, big results in Champions League and FA Cup. So and then obviously that time has meant that the players that they invested a lot in the summer have settled down, have settled into the Premier League, have settled into a new country, and they're getting the benefits of that now. So they're in a really, really good place.